Hey, I'm Jade. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. Happy to have you here. I'm going to be doing a collective tarot card reading. So if the reading or the video found you or vice versa, then the reading is meant for you. So take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. I am doing this reading on the day that Pluto goes direct. So if you want to use it for that, or if you feel like it fits that, that is great. But again, just take what works for you and leave the rest behind. I already pre-shuffled, so I'm going to get the cards. So I'm going to draw one card for the situation at hand, another one for what's crossing, and then a third one for some advice or solution. Then we'll take a look at the underneath the deck too to see what the undercurrent is. So, all right, here we go. Okay, well we got both cards right away. All right, people, here we go. So the situation at hand, the 10 of Swords. All right, tough situation for those of you watching this right now. The 10 of Swords is one of the hardest cards in the deck to deal with. There's a situation that has been very, very hard, very, very challenging, where some of you have probably felt absolutely drained, like you're at the complete bottom of the barrel. You can't go anywhere else. For others of you, maybe you felt as if you've maybe been stabbed in the back by someone, something. But the good news is the 10 is a completion of everything. You take away the 0 and you're back at the 1. You're back at the start. So just like the cat that found themselves stuck on the screen door, okay, I can't get out of here. Yes, the cat and you can get out of here, but this is a tough one. Very, very tough. It's just complete and utter exhaustion. Like you can't do this anymore. You've been pushed enough. And two, with Pluto going direct, just things getting removed that don't work anymore. And a lot of the time the things that are being removed have been in your life for a very, very long time. So that's challenging to deal with. But you can't get any lower. The only place to go is up. It's going to be, clawing and scratching to get back up there. But again, the 10 is a completion of this hard energy. And it could be too for some of you dealing with someone or something or a situation where the words, where it's just been literally just cutting you. Because words they can cut too, obviously. We know that. And then what's crossing the situation, if that couldn't be enough of its own situation, the 10 of Swords is the 7 of Cups. I'm using the Cat Tarot today too. Hope you all enjoy. So 7 of Cups, what's crossing? Some of you, they're not exactly sure what to do next. There's a lot of choices available there. With the 7 of Cups, the cups are associated with the emotions, the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And for some of you too, you could be, imagining okay, now that I've been at the bottom and there's a new beginning, there's all of these possibilities, which is very, very exciting too. But the crossing part of this is, okay, which cup am I going to choose? Because there's so many, which is great, but sometimes it can be hard to choose when there's many, many options going on there. And some of you too may be working on your spirituality more too, getting in touch with your emotions, with your intuition, trusting that more. Because the 7 of Cups, it's it's almost as if the possibilities are endless, because in reality, they really are. I mean, the possibilities for all of us are really, really endless. They really are. But the 7 of Cups crossing the 10 of Swords shows there is a different option here. Because look at the cat. Looking at all of those bowls, they're all equally full. Which one looks the best, though? So the challenge here, for those of you that this resonates with, is picking a cup and going with it. And the one thing, too, all right, you picked a cup or a dish, whatever. It didn't work out. Hey, you know what? There's others that you can go back and choose from, which is really, really amazing. All right, so now let's get one more for some advice or solution to this. All right. Oh, there we go. Ace of Swords in reverse. More sword energy here. Some of you could be stuck in your head. A little too much. Things could just be a little fuzzy, foggy, not connecting with, the crown chakra, the third eye, that intuition too, that some of you maybe you're like, I'm not really sure what to go with. Because the Ace of Swords, ace, like we said, look at this too, very fitting. You take away the 0 from the 10 of swords and you're back at the 1. Now we have the Ace of Swords, you know, as the solution here is what you should do, but it's in reverse. So, clear-cut communication, make a decision, go for it. Believe in yourself, all right? Because, again, for some of you, you know, you have been dealing with like, a lot going on, fuzzy thoughts, not exactly sure what to trust. Can I trust my intuition? You know, again, the crown chakra, the Ace of Swords can be associated with the crown chakra here too. So, interesting talking about that earlier, and now this has showed up. So, again, it did show up in the reversal position. A little bit of fuzziness, not sort of clear-cut communication here, especially within communications themselves or with thinking too. You can easily tune in. Okay, what option is the best? What do I really want to do here? I got a fresh start. I got a clean slate. Yes, it's been tough, but we got to put the toughness in the past and move forward. Okay, just like that cat dealing with the nail clipper, right? Not the best thing, but you know, clipping a cat's nails, if you know, or a pet or whatever, or your own nails. Like if you stay still, you can get it done and move forward. So, solution there, you guys. All right, you can do it. Clear thoughts, clear-cut communication. Trust your intuition. All right, and then let us take a peek at what's below the deck. Oh my gosh, this is very fitting. The undercurrent of the reading. All right, is the Queen of Cups. Sorry, I keep pushing the card to the wrong side of the camera there. Queen of Cups, trust your intuition, people. You can trust it, even though sometimes you're like, is that actually intuition or is that just like an intrusive thought? I'm not exactly sure. All right, Queen of Cups, some of you too could have a mother figure in your life too that you can really lean on for support. But the Queen of Cups, again, more cup energy, emotions. The Queen of Cups trusts her intuition. She trusts her inner guidance. And, you know, maybe for some of you too, just remember, you know, pour a little of that love cup, you know, pour some of that love on yourself, right, too, to get in the Queen of Cups energy, because she's confident in herself, she's confident in her thoughts, she's confident in her emotions, and where she is very, very spiritually in tuned and emotionally fulfilled here too. So trust your intuition. And if some of you too, again, you have a mom or mother figure that is supporting you, trying to help give you guidance, or is just there for you, or maybe just somebody to talk to, you know, too, to lean on, that would be, you know, ideal to do that too. But trust your intuition, you all. I mean, this is just very fitting. Again, situation, 10 of Swords. That is challenging at the bottom of the barrel. Felt like possibly being stabbed in the back or just stabbed in the back by a situation. How can I come out of this? You can, all right? Because you can't get any lower, all right? It's a challenging one, but you can't get any lower than that. What's crossing? The 7 of Cups. The possibilities are endless. They're there for you. You just have to choose a cup or choose one of those filled up dishes and go with it. And the advice or solution, the Ace of Swords. Yes, there's been a little fuzzy thinking, you know, and dealing with this 10 of Swords too, that would cause any sort of like fuzzy thinking or not the best thinking or the crown chakra to be blocked. But you can easily turn that right side up. Clear-cut communication, clear thinking, and let's do it. Let's go for it. Underneath, all right, for everybody, again, the Queen of Cups. You can trust yourself. You can trust your intuition. Trust your inner guidance. And again, for those of you too, where you have your mom or a mother figure around, very, very supportive, you know, even just maybe listening to you vent or listening to what's going on, they're there for you. And the Queen of Cups, upright, comfortable, confident, that is the undercurrent of the reading. So thanks so much, everybody, for joining today. Hope you liked it, and hope you take care, and hope to see you next time. All right, bye, everybody.